Welcome back to This Week at ICU. I'm your host, Connor Alcala. This week we have the Korean Culture Festival, Chick-Fil-A Brand Blitz, and more. This Week at ICU starts right now. Last Friday, the Bai College of Education hosted the 2026 Korean Culture Festival. The event was a collaboration with Korean Education Center in Chicago. The university aims for this to be an annual event with funding coming from an agreement between ISU and the center. Attendees could enjoy live performances as well as K-pop dance lessons. There were also cultural activities and games like Korean calligraphy. The event had hanboks and kimonos for attendees to try on. The One Love Club meeting was hosted in the Title IX conference room this past week. Students that attended discussed and educated themselves on healthy relationships, recognizing unhealthy patterns in relationships, and helping friends, and more on communication. Members discussed new ways to get students engaged with their club as well as possible events to host this semester. The groups is an all-inclusive and encourages students to attend their bi-weekly meetings. Art Club hosted their first meeting of the semester. They played games and activities such as Gartic Phone. There were also some stuffed animal prizes that attendees had a chance to win. This event allowed members to get to know each other better. The American Marketing Association hosted a Chick-Fil-A Brand Blitz. Attendees could enjoy free food such as nuggets while discussing Chick-fil-A's marketing tactics. They looked at consumer demographics, marketing basics, competitor comparisons, and more. Let's hear what AMA President Tatum Moon Orcutt has to say.
So today we're going to be talking about Chick-fil-A, mostly directed towards their marketing. We're going to go over all the types of marketing that they participate into, what they do, and how they're doing it well, what they could do better, how we think they are targeting towards specific people, and how they're doing that effectively, and how that makes their brand even better. So American Marketing Association is a learning opportunity for students. They don't even have to be marketing students. We have all types of students. We have entrepreneurial students, people who are just wanting to market themselves or their business. And we just provide opportunities for learning and growth. We host events like this to learn how to market specific things, and then we also do guest speakers and all kinds of stuff to make those students learn more about it. And then we provide things like marketing services and things like that to get so that they can have first hand on how to market. I think these are really important for students to come and learn what different types of companies do, because everybody does marketing a little bit differently. Everybody goes towards different demographics, and it's really important to learn how to market all of those if you're wanting to become a marketing professional or any sort of career field in there. Yes, so next week on Wednesday, we will be hosting an SEO crash course. This is also one side of marketing that we have not reached into yet, and this is a big part of marketing, is the analytical side. So we're excited to get started with that.
Same time?
Yes, 5 p.m. in room 301.
Last week, the Cunningham Memorial Library held its semesterly poster sale. Attendees went to the library event to purchase different posters. There was a wide variety of posters to buy from different artists, movies, shows, and musicians. Make sure to put the annual poster sale in your calendar, happening the first week of every fall semester. The Earth Science Club held a general meeting. During the meeting, members planned a potential upcoming trip to Red River Gorge. They also discussed what materials they wanted to use to make fake flowers for an upcoming fundraising event. Want to get involved around campus? Sigma Gamma Rho will be hosting a shoe drive from February 2nd to February 13th. If you are interested in donating, you can find the donation box in the Commons of the Holman Memorial Student Union. They will be accepting new or gently used shoes. Any donations will be sent to community centers, local shelters, and rehabilitation centers. Last Friday, Sycamore Video got an exclusive interview with Elliot Boo, lead singer of Elliot Boo and Impromptus. Boo is an Indiana State alum and has spent the last few years blazing the trails of country music.
On the road in Clay City, so I grew up playing all the sports and watching Indiana State growing up. My sister ran track here, and I was just always around. So you hear the Larry Bird legends as well, and ended up playing basketball here. Decided to come and stay close to home, and I'm really glad I did because I met a lot of awesome people. We played a lot of awesome games. Got to roam around, do the party thing every now and then, and go on a couple spring breaks. And as soon as I graduated, which is wild, my favorite professor talked me into getting my master's, something I decided I would never do. So ended up spending a little more time here than I had originally planned, but glad I did. I got a chance this year since I moved to Nashville and started playing music and writing songs. They gave me the opportunity to sing the national anthem a few weeks back, which was kind of wild because I've never done anything like that. And a lot of the things that I've done recently are all first for me. So you're just kind of jumping in, and it was a little different walking out there to sing than it was walking out there to play basketball, for sure. Well, I never had this plan. My father was a musician and went to Indiana State, but he was also a pilot, a professor, a preacher, and did a little bit of everything. And he also wrote songs. But when he came back home, started a business and raised his family, he kind of stopped that dream at 37 years old. And I found myself in Nashville more by happenstance with a young daughter at the time, and a choice of staying in Nashville or coming back home and working in our family business. And I chose to stay close to my daughter, and just like any other Nashville story, it just kind of happened a few years ago. I don't know how to say it other than it feels purposeful. Yeah, we play a lot of the kind of old school country feeling songs that end up and don't feel that way because of the personalities of the band and all of the amazing people that I play with from just different pieces of music that kind of blends country into some things that a lot of people are starting to like. We got the chance to open last year for a few big artists, and it was a blessing, and playing in front of thousands of people, we've never done that. And just like a basketball game, once you've played at home long enough, 10,000 people is just another gym or another arena. But it is wild to feel the energy of that many people and to play with somebody like Black Hawk, who I grew up listening to. Right, they were one of the original OG bands back then, and I don't know. I'm excited to do it for sure. Well, we are coming back to the Zora Shrine this April 17th and 18th. And it's going to be a crazy weekend because we're bringing 3 bands from Nashville, and Tommy Kelly is the local band, and we're coming here to put on a huge show. Tickets go on sale next week, and we're going to do a little deal for Indiana State folks as well. So we're really looking forward to that just as much as this evening.
Here's Quincy Henry with Health Minute.
Hey Sycamores, welcome back to Health Minute. I'm Quincy Henry. Winter has finally arrived, bringing seasonal depression along with it. Seasonal affective disorder, also known as seasonal depression, is a type of depression that is linked with the change in season. This often starts in late fall and early winter, improving in the spring. Symptoms include low energy, sleeping too much, social withdrawal, weight gain, difficulty focusing or losing interest in activities you enjoy. Some causes include the decrease in sunlight, vitamin D deficiency, and a brain chemical imbalance. Treatment for seasonal depression include antidepressants, counseling, or vitamin D supplements. Another treatment can be light therapy, which is exposing yourself to a specialized lamp that can help you regulate the body's clock and boost your mood. If you suspect that you may have seasonal depression, reach out to a psychiatrist. Thank you for joining us, and check back next week for more Healthy Week tips and tricks. Back to you in the studio.
Now over to Allyson Lozano with the weather.
Thanks, Connor. Well, Sycamores, luckily, next week is expected to get a little bit warmer. Lows start in the mid-teens, but later in the week reach the lower 20s. Highs start in the upper 20s, but reach all the way to the mid-30s. Next week is mostly sunny with some clouds. However, on Wednesday, there is a 50% chance of snow. Luckily, it is projected we will only receive less than an inch. You can also expect light to gentle breezes all week. Well, that's all I have for now. Back to you in the studio.
That's all the time we have for this week. If you'd like to get involved with Sycamore Video, or if you have any events that you'd like for us to cover, send us an email at iec-sycamore@indstate.edu. Check us out on our Facebook page at Sycamore Video-IECU Student Media or Sycamore Video on YouTube. See you next week, Sycamores.